Up next is a comedian, actor, and musician who is based in Hackensack, New Jersey. He performs at clubs all across New York City and is a regular guest on Fashionably Funny with Marissa Smith at Broadway Comedy Club. In addition to club appearances, he has been featured on the New York Underground Comedy Festival, the Burbank Comedy Festival, and the Plano Comedy Festival. Here he is, Kevin H. Brady.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to get this out of the way right off the bat. I'm not going to be doing any COVID jokes tonight. All right. I know you're all very disappointed to hear that, but I've done the research, and honestly, they only have a 3% chance of killing.
Nice.
I think you guys deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. But it's a tough time out there. I think we can all use a little bit of good news from time to time. I've gotten some good news not too long ago. I found out that I'm the most famous person from my high school graduating class, so pretty proud of that. I just had to get past Jimmy, who got stabbed in the head after prom, and Nina, who's already a grandmother. So the bar was pretty low, but a win's a win. I've been taking this downtime to get in touch with some of the things that I used to like when I was younger, watching some old movies, listening to some old music. I saw the movie Phone Booth for the first time in 15 years. You guys ever see the movie Phone Booth? If you haven't seen it, it's about a guy walking through Midtown Manhattan, and he answers a ringing payphone, and on the other end of the phone is a sniper with a rifle pointed directly at him. It's 2020. Like, this movie didn't hold up. Nobody would believe Colin Farrell is a movie star. Been listening to some old music, like I said. I just recently got back into one of my favorite bands from high school, a band called 311.
Yes.
I love 311. Nothing screams authentic reggae quite like Five White Guys from Omaha. But I was always curious about where they came up with the name 311. I thought it was an interesting name. Turns out they actually named themselves after their local police department code for indecent exposure. They thought it was funny, so they went with it. What I think is funny is that police codes aren't universal. A 311 in Omaha is not the same as a 311 in California. Do you know what a 311 in California is? Possession of child pornography. Yeah. It puts their song Come Original in a whole new light. Whoa. Amber is the color of the alert on my cell phone whenever they come up on Spotify. I was thinking back on childhood. I was lucky. I had my grandparents living in the house with me. I was really close with my grandparents, especially my grandfather. My grandfather, like most men of his generation, fought during World War II. Unlike most men of his generation, though, he was absolutely convinced that Nazis were going to make a comeback. And surprise! But he was so paranoid about Nazis coming back that he said that for no reason could any of his sons or any of his grandsons could they be circumcised, because that's how the Nazis knew who the Jewish soldiers were. I really can't fault that logic, honestly, but a few problems. One, we're not that Jewish. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Old Testament. Brady is not one of the lost tribes of Israel. My mother did the 23andMe. We are 2% Ashkenazi. I have a hairy chest and anxiety. That is as Jewish as I get. Not to mention my grandfather fought in the South Pacific during World War II. You're not going to run into too many Nazis named Takashi. But I think most importantly is you now all know way too much about my penis.
Mm-hmm.
And, I really do like telling that joke. I like it because, it touches home. But, as comedians, we have to be willing to take chances. We have to take risks. We have to be willing to expose ourselves from time to time. That's very important advice I learned early on from Louis C.K. I'm not sure if you heard about this, but a police officer recently got convicted of shooting a social worker, an unarmed social worker that was helping one of his autistic clients. And, I think it's a good thing. Absolutely should have been arrested, charged, convicted. I just don't think he got charged appropriately. He was convicted of negligence and sentenced to write a 2,500-word essay about the incident. I thought people became cops because they were terrible writers. Oh, sorry. They become cops because they're terrible with people's rights. Sorry. Oh, silly me. But I'm going to wrap up with this. I had a great idea, and I want to get your opinions on it. I had an idea for a new kids show. It was going to be a spin-off of Transformers. Going to be set in modern day, called Sisformers. All right? It's about a bunch of robots that don't change into anything, but they have really strong opinions on where you can take a shit. That's going to be my time tonight. Thank you very much for having me, guys. Woo!
Oh, wow. That was great, Kevin. That was fantastic.